Hi, welcome to my video log number 3. As promised in a previous vlog, I said I would show you my Hickman line, and today I'm going to show you how I changed the dressing on my line. So here it is. Okay, this is a demonstration of changing my dressing for the Hickman line. Before I start, I need to do a few things. I've just washed my hands, which is really important, and I've got the cleaner as well. So I just use a bit of that just to clean my hands first of all. It's really important that you don't get any germs, for obvious reasons. And there's a few other things that I need to have and have prepared, which is the ChloraPrep, which I'll demonstrate in a moment, some steri strips, and an IV 3000, which is the plastic thing across the top. So we get these things ready. Open the IV 3000. Definition. ChloraPrep, and the steri strips. I'll explain about this S shape in a moment, but first of all I need to get this off. Obviously the more hairy your chest is, the harder it is. When I first did it, I shaved all my chest when I first had the Hickman lines, so it wasn't quite as bad. Now these steri strips are obviously still stuck on, so I have to be a little bit careful when I just try and manipulate them around this to get these off. Without pulling it out my line. There's one. And there's the other. Right, now we use this, which has got the alcohol inside here, with a little sponge on the end, and you just click it by pressing the side, which breaks the seal, which then, as you can see, it just starts coming down into here, into the sponge. The proper way to do this is to just go in one direction first off, just to clean the area. And then the other direction as well. Get the marks off, don't always come off very well. Right, so I have to wait a couple of seconds for this to cool down. If it's wet, then the rest of it doesn't stick to it, and the steri strips just fall off. So I'm just trying to waft it just to dry it off a little bit. Right. Now I was talking about the S shape before, and the reason for that is because you can see the length of it here. It's actually far too long, and the main reason, which you may laugh, is that if you go to the toilet and this is straight, then as you bend down, these actually dangle right between your legs and into the toilet, which is something you don't really want. because these have to be kept as clean as possible on the end. So to bring it up, I just put a little S shape in it, like that, to stop it falling down. It also saves it dangling out from the bottom of the t-shirt or whatever I'm wearing at the time as well, so it's a bit better hidden. So I put a couple of these steri strips on. This is a lot easier when there's two here to do it. This is on the sticky side outside. Just bring that right up to the top. Cross it over and cross it over again. That just secures it in there. And the other reason I like this S shape as well is if I actually want to go to sleep, if I lie on it and I twist over, if it does pull, then it just pulls this first one and obviously not this one out of my chest, which would be a lot more painful. So I'll put another one of these on, which is going to be a bit awkward, but I'll try and do it. Right, now this one has got to be on the S shape, so I want it somewhere about there. Try and get that there. Best, but I'm going to try and stick the IV3000 across the top of that there. There's no particular way that this needs to go on. It can go on that way, that way, that way, doesn't really matter. For me, for the moment, I'm going to... Nope, that's not what I wanted to happen. Try and stick it on this way. With the little S shape in it, and these just peel off. Stick that one down. And likewise on that one. Now these IV3000s are really good when you have a shower, because this is all sealed and sticky in there. It doesn't get wet at all. Only have to change this once a week. I get these flushed once a week as well, and the ends changed as well. And obviously before they use them, they make sure they clean them, just in case they have been down the toilet or touched anything. I mean, obviously I can touch them because it's just my body all the time, and I sweat and so forth. So they always clean these with alcohol wipes before they actually use them anyway. And these are clamps that they obviously won't clip. Even if you don't clip one of these, the blood won't squirt out the end because it's got a valve on the end of these as well. So it's quite safe. I've only ever caught it once, and that was when this was longer and I did roll over in bed, and it does hurt if you try yanking this out of your chest, so I wouldn't suggest anybody tries that. And that's it, and that's how I clean my dressing for my hickman line. Well, hopefully you managed to cope seeing my sexy body. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment on my blog, mylifewithmyeloma.blogspot.com, or send me an email, details at the end of this video. Until next time on My Life with Myeloma, take care.